prints, shipping these prints, but with digital projectors, you use a freaking file. Yes, it's on a hard drive, and then it stays there, and it never loses its quality. So there's no reason that converting to digital, I should have to pay 12, 13 bucks. I should never have to pay that. And that's what pisses me off about these people. It's just corporate greed. Yes, it's cool to see Beowulf in 3D, but ultimately, I'm not going to end up paying almost $20 a ticket. It's like I feel like movies are becoming like concerts. Pretty soon, you might as well, or like video games. They'll be like $60 tickets pretty soon, and it's crazy. And people say, well, what can you do? And I go, well, it's not what can you do, it's what will be done about it. Is eventually people will just stop going, or like we've already established, they'll only go to the big movies of the year. And then they'll sneak in, or they'll do the screening thing where they're trying, like critics will do screenings. And I think a lot more critics are more agitated and pissed off about certain movies just because, like, I think if you take Roger Ebert and you tell him that next year, 2008, he's going to have to, no more screenings, no more freebies, he's going to have to, out of his own pocket and coin, pay for every single movie that he sees, he's probably going to be the most pissed off critic in the world because he's essentially paying $10 a film. And if it sucks, I mean, how does he get his investment back? He doesn't. So you can't really be a critic without screenings, but at the same time, there's just no way. And another thing is DVDs. I think DVDs, as great as HD DVD and Blu-ray are, you're looking at, what, $27 for HD DVD or Blu-ray, 27 to 30 and higher. That's understandable because it's high def, fine. But for other DVDs, you're looking at essentially, I remember when Shrek 2 came out, this was 2004, Best Buy, like, the day it came out, it was $15. Shrek 2, $15. And I was like, alright, $15. I could go now, probably Best Buy somewhere, and maybe a 2-disc set, probably be $8 or $10. Now, when a movie comes out, it's literally like, they like Spider-Man 3, they have 2-disc edition, and then they have the single disc, and they're literally like, there's nothing different about them. You could literally fuck up if you're not smart enough and buy the 1-disc and think that's the 2-disc edition with all the bonus features and everything, and you're like, no, you just got the 1-disc edition and you paid the most. I remember for Superman Returns, I ended up paying like $27 just for the 2-disc edition, and I was sitting there kind of going, and now they packaged, like, I was like, it's cheaper now, and the packaging is much cooler for the Superman Returns, and I was like, oh crap, I really feel like, I mean, Almost Famous. I mean, I bought King Kong, a 3-disc King Kong edition for $10. So just think about that. For $10, the price that I pay for a movie ticket, I got a 3-disc really amazing edition of King Kong. And you can say, well, duh, that's because going outside, going to sale. But no, the point is that I was able to do that. So why is it suddenly like you have to pay the first time it comes out $27, $30? It's crazy. It should be like Shrek, like $15. I'm fine with like $15 for like 2 discs. And now 2 discs suck balls. Like, let me tell you, a true 2-disc was the first Terminator 2 2-disc edition. That's what 2 discs really mean. You literally, those things are fucking crammed with everything, full screen. I mean, there's like, they cram the shit out of those 2 discs. There's like, you literally go, what else can you fucking put on here? And it's nowhere near as good as the second 2-disc. Now you buy a 2-disc, it's really the most, like, unless the people who did the Lord of the Rings DVDs are working on them, I mean, you're not going to get a good value with anything. You're going to see some random bullshit. You're going to see, like, why did I spend the extra money to put in a disc to see a bunch of shit that's like, I could have really downloaded all this shit off the internet. I could have gone to, movie, whatever the movie is, .com/special features and download all this shit to my iPod or something. Like, it's not really it's not really a second disc. It's just, they just know people are going to, they want the 2 discs, so they're going to buy it. And a lot of the, right now for HD and Blu-ray, it looks good, but I'm not really sold on the packaging yet. I don't like the way it's packaged. I like the Reservoir Dogs has that gas can. I love really Blade Runner has it came out high def and has good packaging. I like really good packaging on my DVDs because I'm only gonna own this one time. Fight Club's packaging's awesome. I really like owning something other than just a plastic case that just somebody printed and put it like I never want to feel like I could have made this DVD, which I can because now the software's out there that I could have totally made this DVD and printed this shit at Kinko's. I want to feel like like I want to feel like wow, I bought a really cool package. Like this was somebody put some time and thought into this. And for the amount of pricing that this shit is now, I mean, you expect Lord of the Rings 4 disc every time you buy a DVD. You just have to have that quality in it. Otherwise, it just feels like, why am I spending so much for essentially just some guy just freaking burn this, put some sticker on the top and said, here, put this in your movie and play. And it's just sad how these people don't realize that, like, like, if you don't do something about it, something will be done. Like you can come together now, establish a good pricing for everybody, and you can still benefit and make money. But your greed is really gonna ruin. It's really gonna ruin this because, like I said, you've got things like Hulu. You've got things like that people are going to just watch this shit for free anyway somehow. And you underestimate people. Like I have parents who still have yet to see, like they don't watch movies. Like the older you get, they just kind of stop watching movies. They just watch TV. And I think people don't realize that like that what could happen to not only movies. I mean, like a lot of entertainment people are just gonna be like, I don't have the money to invest in something like this, nor do I have the interest. And I think that's the problem with movies is that yes, you think that the teenagers are going to see this stuff, but who's paying for the teenagers? The parents. And I mean, it's like the point now. It's like I don't think you could just get 4 kids together, go to see a movie, and none of them have money on them. They're not going to see a movie. Like there's no way anybody could pay for them. There's like never, like unless they've got credit card or something. Like it's just you're gonna totally go over what you wanted to spend to just go see a movie, and movies are the cheapest form of entertainment. Like and now if you're dating or even worse, if you're a father and you've got like 4 kids and you want to go see something like Shrek,